Guys, how y'all doing? Let's talk a little bit about this, I don't know, they calling her the beauty queen, pageant queen. So many of them beauty queens out there right now that are doing bad. That Laken Snelling, the one the cheerleader slash beauty pageant queen or whatever she is, the one that we covered first day one. She, man, oh man, you know, I think that the fairy tale land, the Barbie style lifestyle she's living, you know, I think Nancy Grace hit it on the nail. She does, I think, live in fairy tale land, honestly. But she knows right from wrong. I think any mother out there in this world would, I don't see how they would be able to do that, right? Like, how would you be able as a mother to take that child and put it in a trash bag? Trigger warning. How could you do that? Even if it was born not with us, like, how could you do that? That's the biggest problem to me. Was I was trying to figure out is no real mom in their right mind, the first thing we've been to do would be to call 911. Now, if this is taking a twist and a turn to where she was practicing this at-home abortion stuff, trigger warning, like how to do it at home, because I guess the law there doesn't allow you to do it. Like, I don't know. I'm still lost on that, because even if she was doing that, she still had to report it. Like, I don't know. It's like she had no doctor. She had no baby names, nothing posted. And she was big on social media too, right? We know she tried to take people out with her Jeep and all these things that alleged have been said, right? We kind of, you know, have to go by, there's always two sides to every story, but still, all in all, the main focus here is, was this child alive when he was born? That's what the most important thing right now is, that, because that's going to determine a 1 to 5 year sentence for what she's being charged with now versus a life sentence, and possibly even more than that. That's how important that is, getting that right. You know, if the messages are correct, evidently she had sent someone a message that the baby was whimpering. Well, if that's the case, then that's the answer right there. Which I do believe that, as bad as I don't want to say it, and as heartbreaking as it is to think about, I do think this child was born fine. Not going to say it wasn't born early or something like that because of all the stuff she was doing with cheerleading and stuff, but I do believe that the child was okay, because the thing is I look at it this way, all right? If she did try to hide this or whatever she was doing, it looks to me like she tried to hide it. But the main question is did her mom and dad know before her arrest? Did the mom and dad know that she was pregnant at all? That's what's going to answer. But they're going to side with her, to her parents. But I'm saying the truth lies right there, right? Did the parents know about this? I don't think they do. From what I've heard, they did not know. Now, I don't know if the mother is supporting her, or I know the father is, from what I understand. But I don't believe the mother was there at the court. But there you go, it's a mom. The mom knows in her mind, the dad knows in his mind. Did y'all know about this, or did you not know? Because if she, okay, say for instance, she would have felt that there was a problem. Because I think if the baby stops moving and stops kicking and you don't feel a heartbeat or anything like that, you know that something bad had happened, right? I mean, miscarriages happen a lot. It's heartbreaking. It happens a lot. It happened to my brother twice. I know. I mean, my brother and his wife twice it happened. It happens a lot more than we know. But the thing is you know it as a mother. Like when you're pregnant, you can feel the difference, they say. I don't know. I'm not a mom. I didn't have a child in my womb, right? So I don't know that. But every mother I've asked about it And including my brother's wife, she knew it both times. She was the one saying, I got to go now. The baby hasn't moved in a couple hours. Like, I guess, as a mother. I'm assuming you do, right? From what I've been told, you do know as a mother. So why wouldn't she have just went to the emergency room and said, my baby quit moving a few hours ago or whatever it have you, and I haven't seen any signs of life from the baby in a few hours. Can you check, right? That's what common sense would have told you to do. But now if she was trying to do and like abort this child at home, like there's ways you can break your water and all that on your own, right? Doctors do it all the time to induce labor or whatever. So there is a possibility that she could have done all these things to try to get rid of this baby, because the one thing that she told the police, if it's correct what they said, that she cleaned up all the evidence. Okay, that's telling me you're guilty of a crime. If you're cleaning things up, it's a crime, right? That's common sense. But we still don't know until the actual reports come back. I hope that lung test, the water lung test or the liver water test works. I believe it will. I believe there's still other means that you can figure it out, maybe. There's got to be some possibilities out there. And I'm sure they're going to try everything they can, because this is a huge deal. You're talking the difference between a baby being born unalive, which could have been due to her, the way she was doing her activities and things, and not trying to live like a pregnant woman. It could have been, from that, or this baby was actually born alive and suffered in a trash bag with no oxygen once the oxygen ran out. Plus the cleaning supplies, from what I hear, there was bleach and towels and paper towels, covered in bleach and stuff. All right, so that means that baby, if it was alive in that bag for a little while, was breathing all those harmful toxins too. Imagine, the baby's first breath of air and it gets shoved in a trash bag. If that happened, trigger warning. My God, that's like the needle right there for whoever did that. That is clearly the needle. If they prove that this child breathed air before it went in that trash bag, oh my gosh, that is, I don't know how, she's a monster. Straight out, no way around it. She is evil. She's a devil. She's a monster. Right? That's what it's going to tell between either she's a devil, or this was truly something that she had a miscarriage or whatever it may be. Right? I don't know how else to say it. Either it was, I think it was, I'm trying to remember the proper name, but it's not born alive, right? Stillbirth or whatever. It's something like that. But that's a huge difference. And it's a huge difference in charges. You're talking 1 to 5 years versus life, or possibly a needle, right? I don't think they have it. I don't remember. Hey, you know what? I think they do. Well, it depends on where are they going to try her in Tennessee or Kentucky? That's what I'm wondering. I think it's in Kentucky, where she was living and going to school, because she dropped out and all that and moved home. But I still don't understand how she doesn't at least have an ankle monitor on. They could have got this girl out the country, right? She could be gone already. Like, there was no stipulations, it looked like. She could have been put on a private plane and out of here already. She could be sitting in Argentina right now, or Venezuela, or there's no telling. She could be anywhere right now. If she's guilty of this, she probably would run. She's young enough, got her whole life ahead of her. Her parents would probably take the fall and get her out of here. And that's why I always say, how do you not do this? Just like Christina Formella, how do you not lock her up? How do you put her out on a GP? You lock her up for what she did. You locked Stearns up for it. You locked him up before you knew about the other unaliving. You basically charged him with what was on his phone. So why is she not sitting in there? Makes no sense. It makes no sense. And then she wasn't happy with the 5,000 foot rule, so she wanted to decrease it by half. You don't ask them what you want. You don't tell them what you want. It's not about what you want. You committed a crime. You groomed a child. This girl here, Laken Snelling, could have possibly taken her own child's life before it had a chance to even be a minute or two old. God, it's crazy to think about. So yeah, I hope it rains down justice on her and all of them. That's a total. There's so many people looking to adopt children right now. So many. I would have taken that baby in a minute. God, I don't understand it. I just don't understand how. I mean, it's either she's the devil or, I mean, she's still evil no matter how she did it. She put her child in a trash bag, for crying out loud. That's a monster. But everybody said she was a monster all along anyway. So that's nothing new. A bully is a monster to me. I mean, it's sad. Hopefully we get some answers and truth pretty soon. It's been long enough now. I think maybe they'll know something here relatively quickly. And it might already be. By the time I'm doing this video, something might be out. I don't know yet. I haven't checked on it in the last 24 hours, so I don't know. But gosh, I just hope they come back with something, at least to give us some answers to understanding if she's really is someone that should be in jail for life, or, in my opinion, at least for what she did 20, 25 years. Not no 1 to 5, but I get it. Charges are charges. But I do think it'll end up being way more than what we're looking at right now. From what I've learned, I haven't learned a whole lot, but from sources I've spoke to about it, I don't believe it's looking good for her. That's why I think she's one that her parents would get her out of the country. I don't know, and it's about the father. Who's the father too, right? There's so much going on in this case. It is taking over right now. It really is becoming a really big case, and I don't know if y'all are into it or not, but I wanted to just spread a little awareness, because we search for missing children all the time. We try to find truth and answers to what happens to these children. And here this is, you know, somebody calls 911 and tell them they found a baby in her friend's closet, right? Or it wasn't her that called, okay? It was someone else. I still think it may have been the boyfriend, or it's that other friend of hers, the one that's in most of those photos with her. Somebody did. And somebody did the right thing, though. I mean, that's the thing, because just think about it. If she'd have put that in a dumpster, you know, back a week before any of this, like, would it have, I mean, if this baby was clearly been in that bag for a while, like days, man, wow. Whoever found the child in the bag, I think, it didn't find it just by chance or luck. You're not going to just go in somebody's closet and look through a trash bag. Somebody had to either smell something or know something. That to me, that's what it explains to me. Unless maybe just somebody really knows you, but I don't think that's what it is. I think it was the smell. And that's what I'm wondering, had this baby been gone for more than a day or two, maybe 3 or 4 days, maybe possibly 5 or 6 days, I don't know. And that does bring the answers to, could this baby have passed on in her stomach and it took her a while to get the baby to come? I don't know. I really don't know. I would like to know, but I just, you know, until we get those test results back, we're not going to know. So, you know, all we can do is pray right now, and hopefully, I mean, justice is going to come in one way or a form. She's been charged with something, so it's not like she's going to get away with it. She might. It depends on what they can find in the other, though, because only she really knows the truth. So hopefully they can figure that out. Come on, let's go. All right, guys. Anyway, we got to get out of here. We got to go. We'll talk to y'all soon. Sorry to cut you short, but I got to go. They're coming. We got to go a few places today and do a few things for battered women's shelter and stuff. So we're going to get out and about and do some stuff now for that, and take some kids' toys and stuff. So y'all be good. Y'all have a blessed one. Allegedly, remember, these are just my opinions and thoughts only. Everyone's innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. She'll get her day in trial. We'll just have to see what happens. What are you doing? Why are you caught? What, you swallow a bug? I bet you probably grabbed a bee, knowing her. You spit that bug? Okay, that's louder. Oh, it looked like one of those big old mosquito hawks. I don't know. You crazy dog. Anyway, trigger warnings, of course, 500 million in this one. It's a heartbreaking story. Justice, I pray justice comes down. It comes down hard. This is sad. But we'll see what happens. We'll see how it plays out. See if she wears a red dress to the next court hearing. I bet she comes in with no makeup and stuff. Watch. All right, but anyway, we will holler at y'all a little later, guys. Remember, y'all's comments, y'all's alone, not to reflect the channel. We do our research together. We're all big heart, little family. Trigger warnings and allegedly take my opinions as a grain of salt. Talk soon, guys. Bye.